What's going on, guys? Week 6, day 1. This is just the afternoon session. Due to finalising our trip, as I mentioned last video, running around doing errands, we only managed to get in this afternoon session and tomorrow's one. But pretty crazy day today. You'll notice there is a table of people eating behind us there. That is basically a table full of golden era Muay Thai legends. This was an insane day for me. I was like a kid on Christmas. So to rewind back a bit to the midday, basically I was on Facebook and I looked on the story and I seen Crew Yo or Lum the Moon he was having dinner or lunch or something with Karahat, which is another golden era legend. And I reached out to Lum the Moon on Messenger. I said, "Is that Karahat?" He said, "Yes." And I was like, man, that is so crazy. So I was sort of hoping that when we got to training that day, they might still be there. And yeah, it was even better. We rocked up. Not just Karahat was there, but this whole entire table full of legends, including a person that trained Lum the Moon, which was pretty crazy to me. And even crazier, Samat Pakaroon was there, which is another golden era legend. And he got Fighter of the Year multiple times. Arguably one of the best Muay Thai fighters. And he even fought Diesel Noi, which is insane because Diesel Noi was way heavier. Diesel Noi had an extreme weight cut and they met in the middle for weights. And what was crazy about that was Diesel Noi was Fighter of the Year as well. And he actually retired early due to nobody would fight him, basically. I'm fairly sure that's the story. And yeah, they met in the middle and had this fight. So Samat is like Manny Pacquiao in the Philippines, but for Thailand. So he's a pretty big deal as well. They're, so crazy. He even, you can look him up, but it'd be better off for facts, but pretty sure he even won the first WBC belt as a Thai. For the first Thai to win the WBC belt in boxing, pro boxing or something like that. So have a look into him anyway, guys. But so super crazy day. I was like a little kid on Christmas with butterflies. I was nervous to even start shadow boxing. But it was such a surreal thing having all those legends there. I got to take photos, meet them and stuff like that. And yeah, they were drinking and having a feed and they were singing and stuff. It was such a surreal experience. On another note though, I caught this when I was editing. Look at BP on the left here. His speed is pew, 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 pew. I just caught that when I was editing. I was like, man, that was so bloody nice. It was just crisp speed. Man, I'd love to have a bit of explosiveness in me. That would be awesome, but non-existent. But yeah, so basically today we shadowed a little longer than normal. There was no real structure to the training due to the legends back there doing their thing. And so I managed to get a little bit of pad footage in. And I've included some photos of everyone and stuff for this video. But yeah, guys, so what they're actually doing there, though, there was a podcast. I think Smart has a podcast or something. And it's all in Thai and stuff, so you'd have to subtitle or learn the language or whatever. But yeah, I think, they just do these podcasts and they get a bunch of views or something or other. But yeah, still a good experience. But yeah, we got on the bag, did a little bit of work here. There was actually a lady from, that was with them, came with them to record and do the podcast. She was walking around filming me on the bag and hitting pads. So I don't know where this stuff gets uploaded to. I'll have to ask Crew Yo, but yeah, I'd love to see if I made it the big time and got a little clip on there. There she is there. She's walking around filming. So I don't know where that ended up or if that was just something, it'd be so cool if I was on one of the videos. That would be mad. I'll have to track it down. But yeah, so just hitting some pads here and chilling just with Crew V. Sort of just still working on some of those things with my kicks. taking out that 2 movement thing. This sort of pad session was a lot better today. You can sort of see my kicks are really starting to roll in a lot better. And yeah, just got the Thai boys skipping there. I actually recorded a little bit of the Thai boys pad stuff today, I think. There's a lady filming there. Yeah, I'll have to find out where that is. If I'm on a video or something, that'll be awesome, because that would be like professional filming, not like what I'm doing here. Actually, it's probably interesting to point out, look at the ropes. You probably can't really see those skipping ropes that well, but you can hear the sound of them. They're really fat. They're really fat ropes. They're heavy as. So if you've not been to Thailand, I mean, you can have them in probably gyms back where you are, but that's what you skip with in Thailand. You don't skip with like the little dental floss ropes. I call them dental floss because they're literally so thin, but yeah, you skip with these big fat heavy things. And I mean, I wasn't doing too much skipping because it just roots my ankle, but yeah, typically what you do is you go for that 5K run in the RV, and then you would do 20 minutes to half an hour of skipping, and it's just non-stop. And this, yeah, it really builds up your forearms using them bloody ropes. They're heavy as. I used to use them all the time, to the point where I actually can't skip with a thin rope anymore because they're too light. If you haven't skipped with one of these ropes, go out and get yourself one. They're awesome, good for your forearms, good for your wrists, everything. And skipping's really good for staying on your toes, guys. When I stopped skipping years back, and I did notice I became more flat-footed. And then the moment I picked the rope up for a while, I ended up getting that toe balance back. So skipping is really good. It's also good for your rhythm and stuff like that. Trying different things. You can see one of the Thai boys there, just sort of doing like a little kick forward, and you can set the rope going at different speeds and jump double as fast or things like that, or you got your little crisscrosses and that. These heavy ropes aren't really good for tricks or anything, but skipping's great, guys. If you're not doing skipping, definitely give it a go. Personally, I stopped it just due to ACL surgery and that. I got bursts in my leg and that, and I don't know, skipping just does me in. So, but overall, pretty happy with this pad session today. I think maybe just because of the presence of legends, I was hitting smoother and better today. Not trying as hard. I felt like my kicks were coming out better. My punches were sort of landing. I felt like I was stepping through onto the punches more. Every now and then, Crew V will sort of beckon me with the pad to come in, like chest to chest, because I'm not stepping through enough. And on the occasion, he'll actually take a big drastic step back and make me take a big step to hit the pad or a skip in or something. And this is really good because if you've been coached by me or know me, you'll know how anal I am with footwork and how precise and small it should actually be, because it's a game of millimeters. And a lot of beginners and a lot of tall guys too, like they overstep when they come in, and they'll use their tall weapons, their knees and elbows, which is great, but they'll step in so far that they end up walking through weapons. You have to remember, Muay Thai is 8 limbs, and those limbs come at different distances. They're all segregated into different distances as you get closer to the person, right up to clinch, elbow, knee. And if you take too big of a step, you're walking through multiple weapon ranges, so you're putting yourself in unnecessary firing line. So yeah, every now and then when Crew V took the step back, it really reminded me, don't always step small though, sometimes step big. But yeah, just finished the video with some photos off here, guys. There's going to be one more training video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one, the last one.